Since 2014, over 200 people have been involved in pedestrian crashes in the city of Roanoke, and nearly 20 lives have been lost. This is the story of Kenzie Beyers, as told by her grandparents, Sandy and Andy.
Yeah, May the 15th at shortly after 7 o'clock in the evening, it was still daylight, was the accident. It was on Brandon Avenue, about the 800 block. And there's a side road there, and she was crossing from one side of the road to the other side. Witnesses said she looked to the left and she looked to the right, and all of a sudden the car was there and hit her. It was a SUV that struck her. The witnesses had to stop the driver. The driver, according to the witnesses, did not even realize she had hit anybody. She was with a friend who got dragged under the vehicle until the driver stopped.
When she got hit by the car, apparently on the left side of her head, impacted the car, and it fractured her skull, and her brain swelled. But they eventually had to do surgery, and her brain swelled to the point where they couldn't do much more to help her. And so, it was palliative care, you might say, from then on. We got to the point where we knew there wasn't much else the hospital, the staff, the doctors could do for her. And we knew, they gave us a choice whether they could discharge her to a nursing facility with a ventilator and try to keep her alive that way, but we didn't want her to suffer, you might say. And so we decided as a family that we needed to let her go. And we knew that she was in a better place. She wouldn't be suffering any longer once she left this world. We firm believers in God, and that we knew God would take care of her.
Some of Kenzie's friends have shared about dreams they've had of Kenzie being up in heaven, and that she's happy out there, and that gives us a peace. So this is one of her English teachers, Mrs. Forbish, from Lord Botetourt High School. The first time I met Kenzie, I saw the sparkle of mischievousness in those big blue eyes, and a smile that made me smile too. It was so contagious. As I got to know Kenzie, I saw that smile in those eyes belonged to a young woman who always wanted to give her all the help to others. She was a breath of fresh air in her kindness to others. Whether she reached out to help a student who had no one to work with, or to offer her breakfast to a hungry classmate. Her heart reached out to those with struggles as she hugged those who cried, or gave her smile with laughter to those who had lost theirs. I saw many times when those blue eyes saw a need and worked to fill it, to help another, and to share her infectious laughter with a friend or a teacher.
Because I've lost my granddaughter, I've become more aware of people around me when I'm driving, become more careful.
Pedestrians need to be aware of their surroundings, but when a car is speeding and you don't see them, it's hard. That's why it's up to us as drivers to be alert and stay focused. Just a few seconds to make a difference in the whole world.
Together, we can prevent traffic crashes. Drive like your loved one is the person crossing the street. And remember, in Virginia, every corner is a crosswalk. whether it is painted or not. Learn more at planroanoke.org/pedestrian safety.